Hello my dear student. Today we will read second chapter from the civic side, that is understanding secularism. Before that already we have covered first chapter from this side. I hope you have understood this chapter and prepared the question answers from this chapter. So today we will read this chapter, that is understanding secularism. Okay. So secularism. Already in our first chapter we have discussed about the constitution. So you can say that the secularism is the main important feature of our Indian constitution. It is very much important for our Indian constitution. So first of all I will just tell I will tell the meaning to you about the secularism. What is secularism? Secularism, it means dharma nirpekshata. It means all religions are equal in the eyes of law or in the eyes of government. Okay. So our country India is a secular country, and in this country there are no any official state, no any official religion. Okay. It means state is not following any official religion. In this way we can say that all the religions are equal. Whosoever they are living in this country, they can follow the same, they can follow their own religion. They can follow the customs and beliefs and practice of their religion. Okay. So now the question is came in front of us that why secularism? It means you know that our country India is a secularism country. So why India adopted a secularism country? You know that our partition is there. So in 1947 the partition is there. When one country is separated in their own religion, okay, that is the Muslim country, Pakistan. But in that condition, the India choose secularism. Why? They can also choose their own religion, but in that condition they are not choose their own religion. They have just started the secularism because they just respect the rules and the regulation of every religion. And in our country India, because our country India adopted a secularism, and according to this rule, everybody, those who are living in this country, they are just free to follow their own religion. And in this way, if they want to practice their religion in free of manner, they can practice their own religion. And either they are living in any part of the country, according to their convenience, they can follow the rules and regulation of their religion. Okay. So in democracy, it is very important that the state, it means the state rules and regulations and the religions. It is not it is just not intermixed in each other. It means whatever the state's religion, state's policies, they are different from the religions. Okay. It means according to this, if any person, because you know that so many people are just migrate from one place to another place for searching of job or any another reason also. So in this way, if particular person, if they are not free to follow their own religion, so definitely if he is just going one place to the another place, definitely he will face the difficulties. Okay, so that's why it is very important in a democracy, because in our country India we are adopting a democracy pattern. Okay, so in democracy it is very much important that the people can follow their own religion, their own custom in a proper manner. And in this way, the state or the government will not force to anyone that you have to follow this particular religion only according to their choice. Whatever the religion or whatever their duties they are just want, so they can follow it. So now let us talk about the interpretation of the religion. It means the definition of religion. What is the definition of religion? Definition of religion, it means that each and every person, they are just to follow any specific religion. Okay. So whatever the religion they are following, they can just practice their religion. Whatever the customs, their rules and regulations, easily they can follow it. In the previous time, you have just noticed that India have just it means the caste system is followed in India. Okay. It means by the birth, people are specified caste is there, and according to their caste, they are identified. Okay, so in this caste system, we have to know about that the untouchability is there. It means some caste, it means the caste system, the fourth caste system is there. Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Okay, so Brahman, it is known caste is there. And then the second, that is the Kshatri. Third one, that is Vaishya. And last one, that is the Shudra, that is known as the untouchable. Okay. So it means now our constitution also we got the same thing, that it is just about the untouchability system. And after that, some new religions are also there, that is the Bodh and the Jain. It means in their religions they are following the equality. It means there are no any untouchabilities there. So in this way also we can say that if any person, either he is belonging any religion, but if you want to follow the rules and regulation or the custom of any other religion, so also he or she can do it. Okay. Suppose for example, if any Hindu is there, okay, but he want to go to the namaz. He want to go to the mosque for offering the namaz, so he can do it. Okay. It means in this way the government will not create any problem that you are from the Hindu religion, so you cannot go there. So it means either he belong from any of the religion, but he just want to follow the custom of any other religion, so in this way they can follow it. Here are some secularism in India. If we talk about the secularism in India, so there are some points are there. With the help of book, I will just explain the points to you. It means according to the Constitution of India, a secular state must ensure that, you will read the points in the book also, that there is no inter-religious community domination. Second, that is there is no intra-religious community domination. Third, there is no state religion. It means no any state religion. All of the religions are equal, and the religious freedom of individual is guaranteed. It means our constitution gives the guarantee to the people that for their choice they can follow the rules and regulation of any of the religions. In the same way, that some of the practice which is just explaining the secularism, that if any of the person, it means any of the government schools are there or the government offices there, so in this government building they cannot it means just display the particular religious symbols. Okay, or we can say that in any government school any of the teacher or the management cannot force to the student that in the morning assembly you have to pray at this particular only. Okay, so in this way we can say that this all the government means it is free from any of the religions, because in our country there are no any state religions are there. Okay, our country or our government respect all the religions and that are equal in the eyes of government. So although we can say that the state is just following the pattern of the non-interference in the religious matter. Okay, in this way we can say that whatever the rules and regulation if they are following, so the state government will not interfere. But then also one thing is there, that is one code is there, that is the UCC, that is Uniform Civil Code. Just learn the full form of this code, that is the Uniform Civil Code. According to this code, it means there are some matters are there, like marriage matter or the divorce cases, there are the property matter. So in this way, the state government will interfere in this way, and for that there are same rules and regulations for every religions according to the Uniform Civil Code UCC. Okay, so it means we can say that secularism is very important part of our country. Okay, in our country India is following the secularism. But then also if we compare this India to the another country, it means in the Western countries. So you can say that some Western countries are there. In these Western countries, it means each and every Western country is not following the same situation or the same rules and regulations that our country India is following. It means our country India following the rules of the secularism. Okay, but some Western countries they are not following the secularism. It means in this way they have the state have their own religion. Okay, it means they are just to give the majority to any particular religion, and in this way those who are not belong from this particular religions, they are known as the minority, and in this minority people, the majority people just create the force on that minority. Okay, but if you talk about our country India, India, so in our country India, there are the secularism countries there. So in this secularism country, the minority also there, but our government gives a special right to the minority people also. Those who are minority, it means those who are less in number. Okay, so in this way they can also raise their voice. If any matter is there, so they can also raise their voice. So in last chapter, it means first chapter, we have read about our fundamental rights also. Okay, so in this fundamental rights, we have seen one right is there, right to follow their own religions and right to express their religions. Okay, it means in this right, according to this right, the people can just they are free to follow any religion. Okay, so this is also, it means we can say that in this rights give the guarantee to the people of India that according to their choice they can follow their own religions, they can practice the customs and the practice, and they can just celebrate the festivals of any of their religion with very great enthusiasm, with very great joy. They can just celebrate their festival. So because it means you can see everywhere. It means the government also give respect to all the religions. You have seen that in your school time, so many holidays are there. Okay, and sometimes you are just observe the holidays on Eid. You are observe the holidays on Deepavali. You are observe the holidays on Christmas. It means government is giving the equal rights to the all religions. Okay, it is not that on any particular religion the government is declared the holiday. Okay, it means government is giving the equal right to all the religions. That is the main thing is the secularism. It means in simply we can say that secularism, it means all the religions are equal and the people, those who are living in this country, they can follow their religions by their choice, and whatever their customs or the beliefs or the rules and regulations of their religion, so easily they can follow it. So here in this chapter, this particular topic of this chapter is completed. So I hope you understand it well. So please go through this topic and please prepare the topics in a proper manner. Thank you.